threats. Yeah, okay, I'm round with that mate. Yeah, I'm talking Nabo, not no gates. Yeah, them NFTs cost baguettes. Yeah, my diamond head 24 karat. Buy it when it's low, then you sell it off. In the marketplace, we on digital. Brand new NFT, this ain't physical. Need at least 100, that's the minimum. Flip, yeah, I'm out of bigger the brick, yeah. We on the blockchain, look at my wallet is lit, yeah. Money legit, yeah. I just made triple my rent, yeah. Gotta flip, yeah, you rich, yeah. I got 100 NFTs on my phone. Pineapple the juice, double cup, styrofoam. Really, I don't see no man, I get bread when I'm on. Don't care what they say, cause they pockets dead wrong. I just made a flip, yeah, flip, yeah. I just made a flip, yeah, rich, yeah, rich, yeah. Now we crypto rich, yeah, sick, yeah. Haters, they so sick, yeah, flip, yeah. Make that money flip, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. It is drop day once again. We got the Disney drop happening, and we're going to be going over the new VeVe demo, see what you guys think about it. I haven't really checked it out except for maybe one time. I skimmed through it real quick, so this time I'm going to look through it pretty well and see if it's something we should be excited about. But we do got a Disney drop today. I've got price predictions in the price predictions channel. If you guys want to give me your price predictions, go on into my Discord server, go into the price predictions channel, and let me know how much you think this one's selling for. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. That's a little better right there. All right, we got Olaf dropping today. Everybody's favorite snowman. We got some Elsa, we got some Anna, and we got some homies in the chat. What's up, everybody? Let's go. We got Smart Buy first in the chat today. Mr. Tucson is here. Tucson is finally more bullish than me on VeVe. I never thought that would happen, but I think he is. What's up, Alejandro? Good to see you, my friend. We got Jorge in the house. Says, are you actually going for this drop? No, I'm not going for this drop. I really want to check out tomorrow's drop. It sounded cool at first when I looked at the edition sizes and the collectibles. But now as I'm getting to learn more about how the drop works, where you got to basically pay 150 gems to get that secret rare Ronin, now it's starting to look like a money grab to me. I don't know. We're going to check out that as well. We'll probably watch Corey's video so he can break down to us exactly how the burning mechanism works. And we'll decide if we're going for that one or not. But as of right now, I might go for the girl, Kate Hudson or whatever her name is, because she's the most scarce one that you need to burn to get the secret rare. But we're going to look into that a little more. What's up, Darius? What's up, Mr. John Williams? Says frozen out more like. What a totally dull set of digital pictures. I kind of want to go into the market, if I can remember to do this, and check out some of the other poster drops, the Disney poster drops, and see what they're selling for right now. But you'll see my price predictions are not very bullish on this one. It's probably not worth going for, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Maybe y'all can talk me into going for it. It's only 25 gems. But I will show you where I'm at on price predictions. What's up, BE from the Informant channel? If we got a drop on the weekday, and you guys are looking for a live stream, a YouTube live stream to watch during the drop, you can always check out BE's channel, the Informant channel. The link is in my description. My man TKO Addict has 0 on the ultra rare, but 15 on the rare. I don't know what's up with that. 5 on the ultra rare, 20 on the secret rare, and 27 on the secret rare. The second one, that's Elsa's Ice Parade. I got 8, 12, 15, 35, and 39. And retail's 25. So you're gambling here to maybe make 10 gems. I don't know if I'd go for it. Seems like it might be one worth skipping. But let me know if y'all can change my mind on it. I mean, the art does look pretty good, but it's posters, and I'm just not a big fan of posters. I've always said that if I'm getting posters for my wall in the VeVe, then I would probably rather get art posters than movie posters. Unless it's Back to the Future, because I'm a big Back to the Future fan. And as I've been saying on Twitter, if they ever drop some Goonie stuff, now I'd get some Goonies poster. Give me a Truffle Shuffle poster. What's his name? The Truffle Shuffle? Y'all know y'all watch Goonies. He says one of the best posters ever. Said no one ever. I was about to say, really? We got Olaf, though. Shout out to all the Olaf fans. Everybody loves Olaf. Olaf is the ultra rare on this one. 813 editions. Then you got Anna and Prince Hans. That's her dude, I guess. 813. That's the other ultra rare. Then we got 2 secret rares today. Arendelle and Spring. I don't know about this one. That's probably going to be the cheapest secret rare. Might even get flipped by a Olaf ultra rare. I can see Olaf possibly flipping this one because there's not a lot going on here. And then you got the other secret rare. That's probably the nicest one. That's the one that's going to be the most expensive today because there's only 613 editions. Of course, they're keeping 90 of them, so there's only 523 available. And there's no like airdrop or anything for holding this set. It is what it is. If you like posters and you like Elsa, maybe you just like Disney, then this might be the drop for you. Alright, we're going to check out the VeVeverse demo. I'm sure most of you guys have already saw this, but like I said, I haven't really looked over it closely, and we're going to get everybody's opinion on it. See what you guys think about it. Maybe even we'll do a poll. I don't have polls for some reason. Where's my polls? Alright, I still got polls. They moved them. Alright, let's check it out. This is the VeVeverse demo that was just dropped this week. Let's see what you guys think about it. Let me put it over here. I'll mute myself so there's no echo. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Is this the right one, y'all? This might be the wrong one, because this is the Tales from Rizzo production. I thought it was Mr. Falcon or somebody else who made this one. Maybe we're looking at the wrong one. Let me know if this is the right one. Alright, so one thing I noticed first off, and let's see if we can, I don't think there's a way to do it frame by frame. Nope. But I noticed like when the Coca-Cola truck rolls by, its wheels aren't moving. So is this like a stop motion type thing? Because if the wheels aren't moving, that just means they're taking a picture, then they move it again, take a picture, move it again, take a picture, move it again, take a picture, which is not as cool as if you can actually drive it, because the Coca-Cola truck is not interactive. I didn't think you could drive it, but you can see here when it begins that the Coke truck is driving. And I'm wondering if that was just a trick, or if it can actually drive in the VeVeverse. So here's all the buildings that you can build in the VeVeverse. So I'm wondering, once you get in there, once you get an account and you're able to get in the VeVeverse, do you just have a set of buildings that you can put anywhere you want? Do you have to buy these buildings? Because they're not NFTs. Like, I don't see the Avengers Tower anywhere, which is kind of wondering how that's going to work. You can see they got different special video or buildings that you can use. I guess you can put billboards up, like posters on your buildings maybe. And I'm trying to figure out what this is in the background, because you can see some cars here. I'm not exactly sure what that is. What's up with the blimp? How do we have a blimp with spotlights? Is that a NFT you gotta buy? Is that something that comes with every showroom? And it looks like it's so deep, like there's buildings way back here. Is that just like a background layout, like a poster in the background? It looks that way. I don't really understand. I don't really understand what we're looking at yet. So check out this whole entire building. BE says you can make the buildings. I mean, if it's just that these people have hundreds of hours of extra time on their hands. I mean, people were making really cool stuff in the vaults 3 years ago in the showroom stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say like this, but they were making some really cool things, like what's his name? Like Tales for the Rizzo for one. but also True Tech Junkie, Ryan Romanowski. They were making stuff like this 3 years ago, and they just had a whole lot of extra time on their hands to sit here and do all that. And I don't think everybody's going to have that much extra time on their hands. So if you have to actually build all the buildings yourself, it's cool how they did this right here. And I don't know if they're using like an NFT. Like sometimes you'll use the DeLorean, the back of the DeLorean, and put it up this way to make the backs look like, you know, they used them as shells before, but maybe this is some type of exhaust on a different vehicle that they blew up. I don't know. I don't exactly know how this works, but because of course none of us have access to the VeVeverse right now. I mean, it does look cool, but is it as cool as it really looks? I don't know. So shout out to Tales from the Rizzo and Mr. Falcon, two OGs who used to be pals of mine, now big haters. But like, they put together a nice little production there. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about the VeVeverse demo. Are you excited about it? I saw a poll that somebody did online about it, and most people seem to be excited. However, most people at this point are Moon Boys, so they're excited about literally anything. I thought it was a little bit underwhelming. I mean, it would have been a lot cooler if you saw other people in there moving around. So when you create this nice little area, this city, are you going to be able to have your friends come in and hang out with you in that city? I don't really know. This is the new showroom, says Tucson. Yeah, I knew Tucson wouldn't like it though. Appreciate you. What's up, Collecting Fire says, why are you streaming about VeVe, you clown? You can't even try. Aren't you subscribed to me? Because in order to chat in my chat, you have to be subscribed. So why are you subscribed to me then, bro? I'm just asking. I don't understand. I'm here to make them monies. Let the Moon Boys keep putting the money in, and I'll keep taking the money out. That's fine with me. I have no problem. Dude, it takes 1 minute per building. Oh, so, okay. I guess the buildings are easy to make. So what, do they just have like an area where you can pick out the building you want to use and just throw it on there? It looks like they're doing some decorating though, so I don't know. I feel like it would take longer than that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't use spatial a lot. This stuff will be all on all sides of you, says Tucson. Now, are these people going into here with Oculus Quest and doing it from VR? Or is this all from your PC? I think VeVe needed to release their own video, not fan art. Yeah, I don't think VeVe has as much spare time as somebody like Tales from the Rizzo and Mr. Falcon. I'm just saying. Bob Sales in the house. What's up, Bob Sales? How is life? I was just about to stream, then realized that it's Vault's day. Oh no, you can stream if you want. It's no big deal. There's lots of people you can see, lots of haters in here who would rather watch you than me. Like Mr. Wad. What's up, Mr. Wad? Appreciate you, bro. Smart Bass says, Vault roasted good. I'm not a roaster. I'm just in here having a good old time, trying to make a little bit of money, maybe get some snipes. I don't have any serial numbers to look for today because the highest serial number is 1113 or something like that, so we don't have years to look for. You know, 333 is always going to do well when it's Disney, but this is not going to sell out, so you're not going to even find half the serial numbers you're looking for. Tucson says the VeVe stuff is worthless without spatial computing. Spatial computing? I thought it was cavernous that is really giving them the value. Everybody has spatial. I know I was watching Cavell Anderson's video this morning where he's talking about how important and special it is that VeVe has the ability to put all these IPs together in one area, but that doesn't seem too special to me because whenever they license anyway, you know, when they license to physical collectibles, those people usually license all the IPs as well, not just one particular IP. And if you look at Cryptoys, they're having no problem getting the IPs as well. They're getting the big ones. They're getting Disney, Star Wars. So I don't even know if that's as special as people say it is. Smartbass says, did you read the worst thing Dan said in transfers that will have fees and will be as per your mint number? I didn't hear it myself because I didn't watch that interview. I watched bits and pieces of it, but I did hear people talking about how whenever you do transfers, that it'll be more expensive or something if you have a low mint number, or is it going to be cheaper if you have a low mint number? I don't know why they would change the price of the low mints, but they're trying to add value to these low mints, mainly because they own all the low mints. All the 1 through 40s they already own, so that benefits them more than anybody. Then why does it even call it a transfer? Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't be charging people to transfer. Transfers should be free like they used to be. Bob Sales in the house. If you guys want to check out Bob Sales' channel, it is linked in the description below. He is also one of the YouTubers who goes live for a lot of the drops. Thoughts on the Simpsons NFT episode? I didn't watch the episode, but I did watch several clips that showed the whole front to back of where they were talking about NFTs and they were talking about Bart as an NFT. I mean, I think it's kind of bearish that if Simpsons is doing an NFT episode, that they never mention the golden moments. They're only licensed NFT. I mean, they did show a golden moment of like a dog or something. It wasn't one that we have on the app, but I kind of would have liked it if they mentioned the VeVe NFT. Of course, that would have been so super bullish that everybody would have freaked out and went and bought them, which they did anyway. Those prices pumped. However, there's so many editions of those. Now, I've always said that the Simpsons NFT were some of the most undervalued NFTs on the app, because they are literally the first golden moment. They are literally the first Disney NFT, and they're signed on the bottom by the artist, and none of the other golden moments are. So yeah, it did pump. It's up to 120. I think this was down to like, I want to say 80. But edition sizes is humongous on this. 12,333. The real question is, how many people have these in their collections but don't use VeVe anymore? And if you look at the terms of service of VeVe, if you don't use VeVe for 2 years, they can just take your NFTs back. So are they going to take a bunch of these NFTs back that were in all these botters accounts or people who don't use the app anymore? And if so, are they going to burn them? If so, then that edition size could go really low for sure. Shout out to Double C. Appreciate you, bro, for hanging out and for being a member of my channel. That's another reason why I still stream these drops. I still got lots of members, lots of people supporting the channel. You got people like Jordan Riz out there says that I only get 20 views per stream. So I got to stream just to make him look bad. Appreciate you, Bob. BE says the mint transfer thing is BS. Doesn't make sense because some better mints are higher numbers. That's true. Like if you got 1977 for a Star Wars mint, that's better than number 59, for example. But I think they're just trying to add value to low serial numbers, mainly because they own all the lower serial numbers. Jay Johnson said, I need help with cash out on VeVe. I don't have Discord or X. The support they have is not working. I can't link my bank account. I'm willing to pay you $200 just to help me, bro. Well, I mean, you don't have to pay me to help you, but if you can't link your bank account, I don't see how having X or Discord would help besides just asking questions and people giving you answers. I mean, are you in a different country? What country are you in? If you're in America, maybe you need to get a bank account from a bigger bank. Maybe you have like some little rural bank that they don't recognize. I don't know. Bob says, I'm happy, BE, but it's the easiest 1,000 pounds I earned, so I'm sad at the same time. Pounds, I guess that's a British currency, right? Scar says, just admit it, he's bullish on V. I never said that, sir. Stop it, Scar. I never said that. I mean, I can see it. I've been watching a lot of Danny DeBull, and he's super bullish, and he gets me bullish when I watch his streams a lot of times. But I mean, look, here's the thing. A year ago today, not today, less than a year ago actually, last November, it was the end of November, it was DesignerCon, and this is what they gave us at DesignerCon. This is their rollout. This is what they expected to roll things out at. So Q1 of 2023, you get your home space and your accessories. In Q2 of 2023, we're going to have VeVe City and branded worlds. In Phase 3, Q3 2023, customizable avatars. And in Q4, gamification. It is currently Q4, and we have none of those. Zero. And that was a year ago. I mean, how can you be bullish on that? Am I wrong? A lot of people are upset right now because OMI isn't pumping. A lot of other currencies are pumping. A lot of other cryptos are pumping. And OMI just keeps on going down. The real question is, are you going to be able to implement OMI in the VeVeverse? And is the VeVeverse going to be exciting enough that people are going to want to pay OMI for like accessories and things like that? Oh no. Every time they make an announcement about OMI, though, it pumps. So it makes sense whenever it's low like this to buy it, and then whenever you get a pump and the Moon Boys go crazy over some speculation, you sell it, and then you wait for it to come back down and you buy it again. You just need to pick a point, maybe 0005, 0006, where you buy up a little bit, a couple $100 worth of OMI, then wait for it to pump and sell it off. Because there's so many big bags of OMI tokens that every time it pumps, somebody's going to sell off. Jay says you can buy in all YouTubers' views and they still won't get as many. I appreciate that, Jay. I mean, you would think that at some point VeVe would show me some love, but they never did. There's a lot of times where I was bullish for months and I always said nice things about VeVe for months in a row, and it never got me anywhere, not even unblocked. So at some point you got to give up. Next bull run, Walt will lose his advantage, which is soon. Maybe that's possible, especially since I don't stream every day. I used to stream every day, not these days. All right, a couple other things to check out. One of them is tomorrow's drop. I want to see if you guys are going for tomorrow's drop. It's not a blind box, so you got to pick the one you're going for. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's check to make sure. Because see, we got no countdown here, but we should have a countdown here. Yep, so that's tomorrow. You got Hawkeye. Let's check the article. Hawkeye has 1,500 editions of 50 gems. And then Kate Bishop, which I don't even know who Kate Bishop is. Only 900 editions. They're holding 90 backs on 810 editions available to the public. That's the secret rare. That's an ultra rare. Hawkeye is ultra rare. Kate is secret rare. And then if you have both of those, you can do craft to purchase. That's like the worst term I've ever heard in my life on VeVe. Craft to purchase. You should be able to craft and then you get it. You don't have to purchase it too. But apparently, if you have both of these collectibles, you can craft and purchase. You still got to pay the 50 gems. The Ronin. I'm not even sure who Ronin is, to be honest. I've heard the name. He looks very cool. I don't know who he is exactly. So basically, you would have to pay 50 for Hawkeye, 50 for Kate Bishop, and then you get the ability, the right, the privilege to buy Ronin for another 50. There's only 600, so since they're keeping 90, there'll be 510. And it does say that Ronin crafting is not guaranteed for all holders of both Hawkeye and Kate and will be available on a first-come, first-served basis while supplies last. So do you think Ronin's even going to be worth 150 gems, or is it going to be below 150 gems in the secondary market? Now, of course, you probably don't have to pay 150 gems. You can maybe get Kate Bishop on the drop for 50, and you'll probably be able to buy a Hawkeye in the secondary for less than 50 because there's 1,500 of them. So let's say you can get Hawkeye for 25. It'll probably stay high because people are going to be buying them to craft. Maybe even 35. But then you're paying 85 gems just for the privilege of paying another 50 gems to get Ronin. So I don't love that. Let's see if I'm right about that. I haven't watched this video yet, but VeVe Official did put out a video about the crafting. And it's only a minute long. So let's check it out and see if we're right about how this drop works tomorrow. I'm going to mute myself so there's no echo.
But when you select Ronin, and this is the Clint Barton version of Ronin, you're going to see a crafting menu pop up. In order to craft him, you'll need to have Hawkeye and Kate Bishop in your collection already. So from your collection, you'll select your Hawkeye, your Kate Bishop, and you'll satisfy that requirement, allocate the gems, and Ronin is yours. Now let's run through some frequently asked questions. This is a craft no burn event. That means you're not going to be losing anything to craft your Ronin. You can craft one Ronin per Kate Bishop and Hawkeye that you own. If a collector wants to craft more, they just need to get more Hawkeyes and Kate Bishops. If you use your Hawkeye or Kate Bishop to craft a Ronin, and then you sell your Hawkeye or Kate Bishop in the secondary market, another collector can purchase them and use those to satisfy the crafting requirement for their Ronin. Edition numbers for your crafted Ronin, they're going to be completely random.
So what do you guys think about tomorrow's drop? Is this one you're going for? I mean, I think it makes sense to go for Kate Hudson on the drop, since she is the more scarce of the two that you need to craft. Or Kate Bishop. Did I call her Kate Hudson? Ain't that an actress name? My bad. Kate Bishop. I never heard of the lady. Kate Bishop then. And I don't know. Tucson's going for it, so maybe it is worth going for it. BE says, Big A said that they look like Borderlands game. I agree. Borderlands characters. I mean, they are very animated like looking. They could be more realistic, I think, but you're right about that. Ronin looks dope, but I don't really love this idea personally. It seems, yeah, Eric says it's a scam. Seems like a money grab to me. Scar says, wait, you gotta pay 50? Yeah, you gotta pay 50 plus you gotta have both of them, which you have to buy also. So the real question is, what are the prices gonna look like in the secondary market? If Ronin's going for 90 gems, then there's no use of trying to do the whole crafting. You could just buy it on the secondary for less. I think Kate Bishop will be around retail, maybe even a little bit higher. The thing is, you can craft it and then sell it. So if you own Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, and then you craft and get a Ronin, and you pay the extra 50 gems to get the Ronin, you can then sell Kate Bishop and Hawkeye off in the secondary market, and then other people can buy to craft. So that's going to keep prices low in the secondary market on these top two. I think Hawkeye is going to be super cheap. Kate Bishop is the bottleneck, so she's going to be a little more expensive. And here's your price prediction for today's drop. So let me know what y'all think about going for tomorrow's drop. We're going to do a quick poll here. We watched the VeVeverse demo a second ago. Are you pumped about the VeVe demo? And then we'll do a poll on this drop. I don't think a whole lot of people... I'm bullish on VeVe. I don't think a whole lot of people are going for today's drop. It's a poster drop. It is Disney, though. It is Frozen. People love Frozen. It's not like Frozen 2 or anything like that. It's the 10th anniversary of Frozen. Has it really only been 10 years since Frozen came out? I feel like that was more recent. Okay. Bearish on VeVe. I'll give you an option of neutral. Alright, so I want to know if you guys are bullish on the VeVe. I know I saw Moonboy on X or Twitter who had put out a poll, but he's got a lot of Moonboy followers, and that poll came out as most people were really excited about it. So let's see on this bearish stream with a bunch of VeVe bears in the chat, see how they feel about it. Vesper says, can you show the VeVe quarter 2023 promises again? Oh, it's so sad though. Yeah, that's what they told us a year ago. Quarter 1, you get your home space plus your accessories. We don't got that yet. I mean, a few people do. If you kissed enough butt, you got yours. And then phase 2, quarter 2, you're supposed to have worlds like VeVe City. And of course, the one that I am excited about is Ron English's, what's it called? Delusionville by Ron English. I think that's going to be pretty cool. It'll be cool if there's like a Disney World, but is Disney going to put a lot of effort into that? Is that something Disney's going to work on? Because then they would have to hire people and appoint people to create the VeVe Disney World. Is that something Disney's going to do? Is that something Marvel's going to do? What about Coca-Cola? We haven't seen any other Coca-Cola drops in a long time. USPS, are they going to be doing that? I don't know. Phase 3 says customizable avatars. I think they spelled customizable wrong. That should be a Z. But then again, I think in Europe they spell things different, so I won't dig on them too much for that one. But I thought we already had customizable avatars because we're going to use the Ready Player Me avatars in the VeVe, and you can already customize and create those. I've already created mine. So I'm surprised that gets its own section. And then phase 4 is gamification. There's been a lot of speculation about what type of gamification VeVe can add. And people are like, they can't really make a video game, a racing video game that's just as great as the video games that are on Xbox or even on Steam. However, I think VeVe could do a lot with the video games if they are creative enough. And I don't think they have people on their team that are creative enough to do it. But if you made like community-based games, something like a Survivor type game or a Big Brother type game, if you guys watch those shows, that's something that could actually work. Or even, what are the little guys that run around that got real big recently? The kids play, where you got to chase them down, and one of them's actually a bad guy, but you don't know it. I can't remember what that game's called, but they could do something like that. Shout out to Tang Malls in the chat. I had to block Tang Mall on Twitter. He said I was full of hate. I'm not full of hate. I'm just full of the truth, and nobody likes the truth. G-Metal's in the house. Are we skipping this? Oh, we're definitely skipping this. I mean, you don't have to skip this. It's only 25 gems. But I'll show you guys my price predictions, and they're not very bullish on this. BE says I'm bullish on the Loki alligators. Shout out to all the Loki alligator holders, which is Randy and like 2 other people. Tomorrow's crafting is VeVe pushing to sell it out. It seems like a money grab to me. I don't like the way they're doing craft to purchase. I don't like craft to purchase. How about craft to just craft? I like the idea of burning stuff. We don't get to burn the stuff whenever you craft it. Burning it drops the supply and increases the value. We want the values to be increased, but VeVe wants to make more money, so it doesn't really go together. Jay says VeVe will definitely make it. They're still selling out during this bear market. Next bull run is going to be very profitable. Is there going to be another bull run on NFTs though? Yeah, there's another bull run kind of happening right now on crypto, which has to do with a lot of the ETFs that are trying to get approved. But does that really affect NFT prices? I don't know. Dan Wiseman says I cashed out of VeVe and think I'm done. Yeah, I cashed out, but I'm still playing around and having fun. Randy's too dumb to go out and work at a restaurant and make vids of that too, says Tucson. I don't know what that means. But it does seem like he keeps downgrading the place that he lives. He was in a big house 3 years ago. Then he bought a bunch of OMI tokens at 1 cent each, and now he's in a little apartment. I don't know what happened there. All the good streamers are out in the world exploring, says Tucson. There are a lot of IRL streamers, but they're starting to get overplayed too. What's up, Rich Buddy? What's up, Mr. Joe? Among Us. Yes, thank you. Among Us. That's what I was thinking. VeVe could do like an Among Us type game in the VeVe-verse. I can see that working. I will buy this at 9 gems. I think I do have price prediction at 9 gems on the least scarce one, the Eternal Winter. What's up, Red Hot Snack says, how about MCP points to craft? Yeah, but we can't do anything with MCP points yet. They're having trouble figuring out that whole mechanic. Money grab, what happens to collector's app? The coming for your wallet, says Eric Jackson. I know, they always say it's a collector's app, but if it's a collector's app with a bunch of people who don't care about money, which is what all the VeVe bulls say, then why do all the VeVe bulls have a bunch of OMI tokens? Are they collecting those too? Is that not about money? Sounds like a little cultish. Tangma says, I did not realize that. I've never been rude. If you blocked me, you probably block a lot of people. I do block a lot of people, Tangma. Yeah, that's true. I might unblock you though, because I do like you. But you got a little too bearish on the vault. Jay says, we're never going to see a January 2022 prices. There will definitely be one. I don't know if we're ever getting back to those prices. I mean, we would need a lot of new users to get back to those prices, and I don't know how they're going to attract new users. The best way to do it is through the licensors themselves, to have Disney tweeting about VeVe. It's your last chance to join the waitlist. You got 25 seconds. But if they do another thing where you get Disney Plus for a year, if you get the drop, that worked last time. That could work again. BE says, let's be honest, anything anyone sells is a money grab. I don't fault VeVe for that. Yeah, true. I mean, I understand what you're saying. However, craft to purchase is more of a money grab than burn to craft. Yeah, burn to craft is what they should be doing, but they're doing craft to purchase. And I don't like that. If we see 1 of 22 prices, again, I'll never work again. I doubt that kind of luck will happen. January 2022. I was like, what is he talking about? 1 of 22. January 22 prices again, but you got to keep in mind that that was created through the gem exploit. So it wasn't even like a real bull run. Everything is about money. Whoever said otherwise is lying. I know, because they lie a lot. What's up, Mr. Michael Kemp is in the house. Tucson says NFTs are cool because they are gaming assets and they are money assets too. Yeah, true. We are in a recession, people. We're not in a recession. They changed the definition of a recession, so technically we're not. I knew Exxon would make me wealthy a long time ago. 0 shares. Tucson, you got wealthy on Exxon by owning 0 shares? I don't know what Tucson be talking about sometimes. Tangmal says, I like you too. Appreciate you, bro. Sometimes you seem to be another man on Twitter. No, I don't go nuts. People come at me, and I get emotional about it. That's what Cavell says. I'm too emotional. Maybe that's just how I am. Not everybody can be unemotional. FOMO will bring new bag holders. How are we going to create the FOMO, though, Eddie? I think we need the licensors themselves to create the FOMO, because VeVe can't do it, because the only people watching or paying attention to VeVe are people who are already in the VeVe app. Money is not everything to a small group. Yeah, a small group of rich people. What's up, Day One? Do you have a video that shows how to cash out the VeVe platform? I don't think I do, but I'm sure that other YouTubers do. We can find one for you. It's been a while since they implemented cash out, over a year. Let's see if we can find out like how to cash out a VeVe. Yeah, BE, I don't like the whole craft to purchase. I feel like we're going to be able to buy those Ronins for less than 150 in the market tomorrow. I refuse to buy Exxon because it means selling my soul. Yeah, I couldn't get into buying oil too. I think big oil's evil. Evil's a bit much, but it is a bit evil. Here we go. Taps Trades, the OG. Haven't seen Taps Trades around in a while, but he does have a video about how to cash out, and I'm sure he did a really good presentation. He always makes good videos. So that should show you how to do it right there. Now that we got more people in the chat, we might check out the VeVeverse demo one more time. Let's wait for this drop to happen. If you guys are going for the drop, you need to already be in the queue. It's too late if you haven't joined the queue already. Then we're going to have a 15-minute period where we wait before we can hit rebounds or purchase again. And then 5 minutes after that, we'll be able to start sniping in the market. If you can find a job, you're not in a recession. Hey, unemployment's at the lowest level it's been in a long time. Look up if we are in a recession. I just checked the facts. All right, let's check. There's a marker in a recession. Let's see what Google says about it. Though the economy occasionally sputtered in 2022, it has certainly been resilient, and now near the end of 2023, the U.S. is still not currently in a recession, according to the traditional definition, not even the new definition. So they say no. GDP is way up right now, thanks to Bidenomics, y'all. Just playing. I'm not a big Biden fan, but when you only got 2 options and the other dude's a con man, you got to be a Biden fan. Gus Hall says, thoughts on Dot Swoosh $65 shirts? Thank you, Gus. I forgot to mention that because I did get the email that Dot Swoosh is doing another physical drop that you have to own their NFT for. I didn't know they were $55 though. Wait, what? I was super hype about that too until I just saw the price. Yeah, I can't pay $55 for a t-shirt. I bought the shoes for $120. I actually wore them for the first time yesterday actually. Shout out to Day One. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you for that super chat. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. BE says, next Happy Tree Friends drop will bring in thousands of users. I mean, that might be true. I've seen BE's videos that he does on Happy Tree Friends, and some of them get like 1 million views. Like, that dude is not playing around. You know, BE's got something like 100,000 subscribers now. He blew up like crazy, and a lot of it had to do with his Happy Tree Friends shorts. Yeah, let me know in the chat too if y'all are excited about the dot swoosh. I know a lot of you guys own the dot swoosh NFTs. I'm still waiting for them to do something with the actual NFT platform, like giving us a market, something to do with those. All you can do at this point is upload your tennis shoe NFTs, and you'll have the 3D versions that you could, I guess, put into YouTube videos or something. I don't even know what you're supposed to do with them. We need more to do over there on dot swoosh. I like that platform. It's a Nike, so you know they got money to put into it. But now they're just money grabbing with the $55 t-shirt though. They saw everybody bought their $120 shoes, so like, let's go sell some t-shirts for $55. I'm a big t-shirt guy too, but $55? Come on, man. And he says, VeVe has the most attractive NFTs, which run after crypto. My ETH NFTs are already up though. I've heard a lot of the ETH NFTs are starting to go up in value. And I don't understand why, because they are the JPEGs, the 2D JPEGs. Most of them have no utility at all. And I agree that VeVe definitely has the most attractive NFTs. They got the 3D NFTs, premium collectibles from big IPs. They just need utility. And what's really cool about the Dan Crowther's interview that he did with, I think is Will Ma, is that he talked about that these, let me show you right here, that these worlds, these IP branded worlds, you're going to have secret rares, for example. He used that as an example. That's probably going to be the case in most of them, though, that you're going to have secret rares to enter those worlds, and that is utility. The question is, how much do you want to enter those worlds? Are there going to be cool stuff for us to do in those worlds? If Disney is building out their own Disney world for the VeVe-verse, I'm hoping that they would have some type of gaming in there too. And if the gaming is something fun, maybe something where you can earn rewards by being good at the game, then you're going to want to get into that world. So you're going to have that secret rare that you need to get into that world. So I can see that being some actual real utility to add to the NFTs. Gmail says US credit rating just downgraded to negative today. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. He's at 130K. I'm big into Nike, but I don't like the next drop. Yeah, $55 for a t-shirt is too much for me. Tenaz shoes is fugly. They are fugly. They're heavy too, man. I was wearing them. It's kind of tough to walk around in those bad boys. Mike Squire says Trump 2024. Come on, bro. Seriously? Y'all still on some Trump? Whatever. BE says that's so expensive for the shirt, but I bet you get an NFT too. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Because you did get an NFT with the Tenaz shoes. If you bought the shoes, you got a matching NFT. And that'll be the first non-shoe NFT on the platform. And you're probably right. You probably will get an NFT. So now I'm kind of thinking about going for them. 55 is too much for me. I want all the free stuff. 55 is too much for me for a t-shirt. But if you get an NFT with it, now you're kind of talking me into it. Yeah, 120 wasn't bad for the shoes, although I agree with Gus Hall that the shoes are not that cool looking. Are we getting a digital version of the shirt? They didn't specify, but we did get a digital version of the shoes, so I would think most likely that you'll get a digital version of the shirt as well. And that'll be the first shirt on the platform, first NFT shirt. So maybe it's not too bad of a purchase. I'd rather do like 40 on it, honestly. Jay says 120 is a good price, especially when you get utility. What utility do you get? I guess the utility is that you get the NFT too. That's not the greatest utility, but yeah, I hear you on that. America clearly deserves a downgrade. You ain't wrong. The shirt is going to have utility to get the next drop. Ooh, how do you know that, Eric? Is that speculation? Now, if you have to own that shirt, I guess you would have to own the NFT, because how would they know if you own the physical shirt or not? Maybe if your account buys the Tenaz shirt, then you have access to the next NFT drop. But I would need to know that ahead of time. Am I still into Bitcoin NFTs? ICE-IV? Not really. So the thing with the Bitcoin NFTs is I got in early on those and I made some nice money. And I sold one of my, was it a penguin? Mo knows would know what it is. No, it was a panda. I bought 2 pandas and I bought them for 20 bucks each, and I sold one for like 200, and then I took that 200 and bought some other Bitcoin NFTs, and then I'm just holding all those at this point. I try to get into the Bitcoin NFT stuff, and I started joining all their Discord servers and looking at upcoming drops, and it just became like the ETH PFP stuff. It was just a bunch of JPEG crap. People were just throwing stuff together. Most of them were taken from old ETH projects, and it just seemed scammy to me. Seemed real scammy to me, so I was like, I can't get into this at all. G Metals is holding his Trump NFT. Let's go. Hoping that thing pumps next year. I mean, if he wins the election, they would probably pump. That's probably a good pickup. I mean, as you probably know, I don't like Trump at all. But it is the first ever like presidential NFT. It is kind of cool what it stands for. The historic value of it, and they're probably pretty cheap at this point too. They're just so ugly. They're so ugly. Eric says Nike's on point, but the shirt's utility for the next drop. How do you know? I need to know for sure. Just got Eternal Winter Rare number 669. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Some people actually went for this drop. I didn't even do a poll. Did y'all go for this? Did you get it? Let's see what the poll looks like. 37% of the chat are bullish on the VeVeverse. 34% are bearish on it. So we still got mostly bulls in here. 29% neutral. Let's check out the demo one more time. We got 15 minutes before we can start sniping in the market. And I know we got more people in the chat now than when we first started the stream. So there might be some people in here who haven't seen the demo yet. I got it pulled up right here. Let's check out that demo one more time. This is the demo that was dropped on the VeVeverse this week. If you haven't seen it yet, this will be your chance to check it out. And if this is your first time seeing it, let me know what you think about it. Shout out to Kobe Collects in the chat. What's up, Kobe? Back to this part right here. Let me go back a little bit where we see the street. Yeah, the street is what's interesting to me. Are we able to drive these cars around? Hold on. This part right here. So we got our own. You're gonna have to make your own roads, I guess. But look at this vehicle right here. Is this something you set up on a loop where it just does its own thing? Or are you driving this vehicle? Like, I don't really understand how the vehicle's working here. I don't know, it seems like a lot of that is made with After Effects. I don't know how I feel about it. It just seems to me like the same kind of stuff that people were making in their showrooms 3 years ago. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you definitely got the new buildings. You can make cooler showrooms than you used to be able to, but they're still just showrooms, right? I don't know. Let me know by voting in the vote we got going on if you're bullish or bearish on the VeVeverse demo. Let me get set up right here, and we'll keep an eye on the clock. And we'll be going in here and doing a little bit of sniping today. It might be hard to find anything worth grabbing. I still got my number 43 from the last drop. Nobody's bought that. I got it up for 99 gems, and I still have not gotten that purchased, surprisingly. But I'm not going lower than 99. I'd rather just hold on to it at that point. G-Metal says, give me Mario Kart style racing in the VeVeverse. Absolutely. That would be dope. But do you think VeVe has the ability to create that? I don't know. If they did, and especially if you could race for pink slips, which they have teased before, that would be awesome. Kobe Collect says Pobo. I'm not sure who Pobo is. Sold a secret rare Iron Man for 3K, cashed out, and bought 3K worth of Hero Chapter 4, hit 2 Hero tier cards worth around 5K each, and sold them for 10K. Man, Hero ain't no joke. It's just, I don't know. I just can't get into it because they are JPEGs, and I'm not a JPEG fan. They're 2D. Am I frozen? Why does it look like I'm frozen? What did I do? Oh no. Am I frozen to y'all? Because it looks like I'm frozen on my screen. Let me try to fix that real quick. That's not good. Did I fix it? Yeah, I was frozen. That was not cool. Well, then again, this is a frozen drop, so maybe that was supposed to be frozen. We are doing a frozen drop, y'all. I did that on purpose, just so you know. Shout out to Dr. Strange is in the building. What's up, Dr. Strange? What's up, Johnny Quest? I'm unfrozen. I had to be frozen just to represent today's frozen drop. I did that on purpose, y'all. It was all on purpose. Just kidding. I says, it's just a showroom with extra add-ons. How many people actually want to sit and decorate all day? That's the thing. I bet it took him many, many hours to create that demo. And I ain't got that much time. I ain't got time for all that, personally. The demo's freezing too? Yeah, well, that happens from time to time. Sorry about that. Bob Sell says, if you want land sales, apartments, Helix Metaverse is for you. Helix Metaverse? I never even heard of that. I do have a video on my channel. All right, so yeah, yes, you're frozen. I'm unfrozen now. I did that on purpose, Bob. Bob's got a video about the Helix Metaverse. You got the Sandbox Metaverse. There's lots of types of metaverses out there, but as far as I've been hearing, all those prices have been dropping. Like, I feel bad for the people who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to have space in Sandbox next to Snoop Dogg. Those prices have gone way down. The video's 4K still isn't good. It's a terrible VeVeverse and a phenomenal personal showroom. It is a phenomenal personal showroom. But Dan Crawlers did say that this is just the what is it? Is it the Unreal version? He said there's going to be two different versions. One of them is more low quality, but we haven't seen the higher quality version yet. And I think the higher quality is the one in Unreal Engine. So whenever that pops out, maybe it's going to look a lot better. Yeah, sorry about that. We just freezing a little bit. It's frozen, y'all. Randy will be selling his alligator belts in the VeVeverse. Is he going to chop up all his alligator Lokis and sell them as belts? Hey, that might not be a bad idea. You saw the Roblox NFT news? I did see the Roblox NFT news, and my kid plays Roblox all the time. So Roblox says that they're going to be implementing NFTs, but I don't see how that would help VeVe in any way. And are those going to be licensed NFTs? What type of NFTs are they going to have on Roblox? Because I see the type of games my kid plays, so they're going to be like weapons and stuff and skins, I would think. Did my chat freeze? Oh, no, there it is. Scar says, the demo was exactly what I was expecting at the beginning of the VeVeverse. I was expecting a Sims X Minecraft hybrid. It does look like a Minecraft Sims hybrid. I agree with that, with PS3 graphics, and it looks like that's what it is. But we got other things that are supposed to be coming in the VeVeverse. Of course, they're not going to be here whenever they stated last year. But then you're going to get the VeVe Worlds. And the VeVe Worlds, like VeVe City and Disney World, well, I don't know if they'd call it Disney World, Disney City maybe, and then like Marvel City and Coca-Cola City, they were talking about how that's going to be a thing that they're working on. I just feel like it's like 5 years out, 5-10 years out. But if that does happen, and if it goes the way Dan Crawlers described it, where you have to hold certain secret rares to get into that world, then that's pretty bullish. That's going to add utility. Utility drives value, as I always say. More than first appearance, more than first edition, utility is what really is going to add the value. It's the gamification that they really need. They need something for people to do in the VeVeverse. I'd like to see more on the social aspect of the VeVeverse, though. Yeah, I'm surprised that in that demo, you don't have other people running around. Now, the demo that we saw last year at the VeVeverse, at DesignerCon, you had multiple people in a particular showroom or in a particular VeVeverse house setting. You could have your friends come in, but in these demos, you don't see any extra people. So I don't know if something like this, you're going to be able to bring your friends to. They didn't really tell us for sure. If so, then that's a lot cooler. I mean, if you're going to spend time making something that cool or that intricate, you want to be able to invite your friends to check it out as well. Did I go for the Spider-Boy drop? I didn't go for the Spider-Boy drop. I missed out on it. I know My Collectibles did a video on it letting us know that that was like the hottest comic in the physical world of this year. So it makes sense that that one did really well, but I wasn't paying attention. I was sleeping on that drop. I think it sold out and it did really well in the aftermarket. And the comic before that did really well too. And I asked Hanano, because Hanano was picking up a bunch of those. I was like, why is this doing so well? What's cool about it? And apparently that ultra rare is the original artwork for Amazing Fantasy 15, and that's one reason why that comic did so well. Can't trust what VeVe says though, says Gus Hall. That's the truth. Bob Sell says it's like the GTA on steroids, but it's like all stuff is half built, but it's like GTA already has land and stuff for sale. There will be games NFTs, classes, chases, all sorts. GTA is going to have land for sale? I don't know about that. Because I know GTA said we're not using any crypto or NFTs in our game. They announced that years ago. And I don't know what's up with the land sales on VeVe either, because that's something they had been teasing for a long time. You're going to have these bronze tickets that you get with your MCB points that you can use to buy land in the VeVeverse. Why would you need to buy land in the VeVeverse? You're already going to have your showroom area, and I'm assuming you're going to be able to bring people in. When David Yu was talking about it recently on an interview, he said that you can get up to 50 people into your showroom, which that's plenty. But it's not like it's going to be a metaverse where everybody who's in the metaverse is in the same metaverse together like Ready Player One. You're going to have your own showroom, and you can invite up to 50 friends in to see your showroom. But with 50 people, as long as they have little mini games we can play, you can do a lot with that. Need a game to play when your friends come in? Absolutely. I do think you need some gamification. And that's the last thing on their roadmap. That's number 4. And if we're 1 year out of this roadmap and we don't even have phase 1 yet, how long is it going to be before we get to phase 4? A long time. A long time, in my opinion. Tucson says GTA is about to go full-blown spatial commuting. GTA totally reversed that stance in the last month. Oh, I don't know if I believe Tucson. Tucson says that when the Apple Vision Pro comes out, it's going to have like VeVe commercials in the Super Bowl and VeVe's going to blow up. That never happened. I don't know if I believe Tucson on that, but apparently GTA has reversed their stance on NFTs and crypto. The GTA demo was supposed to be dropping in December. GTA 6. Bob says no Helix Metaverse is like GTA on... Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I've never heard of Helix Metaverse. Maybe that's better than I think. I don't know much about it. When comic displaying in our new VeVe showrooms, I noticed that there weren't any comics in that demo. You still can't put comics in your showroom, not only on the app, but not in the VeVeverse either. What's so hard about putting comics up? You would think you could use those covers as like posters. It'd be cool if you could. Watch this year's Super Bowl commercial for Apple. Tucson says that this year's Super Bowl commercial for Apple Vision Pro is going to feature VeVe. I don't believe you, bro. I'll believe it when I see it. If it does, though, I will tell you Tucson is right, but I don't think that's going to happen. I believe the Happy Tree Friends verse is about to take over this space. That would be a violent, bloody verse. I don't know if I like the idea of a Happy Tree Friends verse. That's a weird cartoon. Wop got the number 118 ultra rare. Let's go. Shout out to the Olaf collectors. He got his Olaf summer poster. I think that one's going to do all right. I'll show you the price predictions. We got 3.5 minutes before the market opens up on these and we can start buying and selling them. I didn't go for the drop today, but I will be in there trying to purchase some on the secondary market if I can get good mints at floor price. My price predictions for today, I got 8 on Eternal Winter, 12 on Olaf's Summer. We got Anna and Prince Hans at 15. I got Arendelle at 35 and Elsa's Ice Parade at 39. Apparently I'm the bullish prediction on these because TKO's got 15, 0, 5, 20, and 27. And the Mischief has 5, 6, 7, 8, only 9 gems on Elsa's Ice Parade. Come on, bro. It's Elsa. Everybody loves Elsa. Let's make sure these are not already selling in the market. I think it's like 5 minutes after the rebound is when you can start buying and selling. Yeah, I don't see any in the market yet. I'm surprised we didn't see any of the Patrick Hughes stuff in the demo. Seems like those would look really cool with them being 3D. We all know that the last 5 years has been weird, says Tucson. I did not say VeVe would definitely be on it. Oh, man. I was hoping that you were predicting that and that you would be right. Scar says, comics deserve more respect. I agree. The problem with the comics for the comic book collectors is that all the grails have already dropped. So what's the point of getting all them MCP points? A lot of the comic book collectors were stacking MCP points so that they could have an advantage on the grail drops, the grail comic drops. But all the grail comics have already dropped. With one exception, Captain America #1, which some people believe will never get dropped because it has Adolf Hitler on the cover. But I still think it will get dropped. However, if you're a comic book collector who's been stacking MCP points, those MCP points aren't going to give you any type of advantage because everything's already dropped. All right, let me end this poll. Poll says 34% are bullish. The bears have taken over the bulls. Let's go Bears. 38% bearish, 31% neutral. So a lot of people are neutral on that. Feel like we need more info on the VeVeverse. Another demo that shows what you can do in there besides just build. Like, are you going to be able to interact with your friends? It definitely looks a lot different than the first demo that we got a year ago, where you had Dan Crawlers walking around and you had the fish moving around, and you could have friends in there with you, and you could hear them talking to each other. I think they even had a screen where you could put up like YouTube videos, and this is like a whole different thing that we're seeing now. Let's see what Tucson's talking about, but I do think we will see a VeVe product on that commercial. If you do, that thing's going to the roof. That thing's going to blow up. It's more about spatial computing taking off rather than featuring VeVe. Has it been taken off though? I feel like spatial had its own little bull run where people were paying attention to it more, and now they kind of went away from it. There wasn't enough to do in spatial to keep people interested. 45 seconds, 40 seconds before these start hitting the market. What's really going to be interesting is tomorrow's drop. Tomorrow we got a little bit of a craft to purchase mechanism going on. I don't know, this is the first time we had craft to purchase. Usually it's burn to craft. So this is kind of a new mechanic for getting collectibles on the VeVe app, but it kind of feels like a money grab because you're going to have to purchase 2 different collectibles just to be able to purchase that third collectible. Mostly says MCP points did abandon the ship. I don't know what's going on with MCP. That should be available for us to use at this point. JG says OG Vault hates VeVe but loves streaming VeVe. That's true. You're probably the right. Both of those statements seem correct to me. Walt says pretty sweet animated transparent frame on today's Frozen art. Oh, the frames look really cool. Maybe if I buy one, we'll inspect it a little bit, but I don't necessarily know that I'm going to buy any of these. I'm going to keep my eye out, see if anything drops for a good price. Which one? This is the one I expect to be the highest price in the secondary market. That's the second secret rare. Right now they're at 50. We could almost buy that one and try to sell it for 80, but yeah, somebody did too. It's a little too risky for me. I got these going to 39 gems after 24 hours. Probably should have bought that number 200 for 50. Probably was a good purchase. Let's see if the person who bought it ends up trying to flip it. Only 4 listed so far. Let's see how many got sold. So they kept 90 of them, so there were 523. So like 50 of these sold. So not very many. There's that 200. Yeah, somebody, who was it? Tombo. Probably a good move, Tombo. We'll see if that sells for you. He bought it at 50, put it up for 65. But see, that's like a 50 gem gamble just to make 10 gems. That's too much of a gamble for me. Only 11% sold. Thank you, G43. Vault likes to short VeVe. I don't really short VeVe. I short the VeVe team. How about that? All right, let's see if like a number 41 drops for 80 gems. I'd pick that up. We'll go back and check all the prices, see how these are doing here in a minute. Sometimes, though, the best chances you have of making a profit off the secondary market is right when the secondary market opens, like right now. Sometimes people will start their prices off too low, and you'll get a good snipe. At this point, though, I'm not seeing anything worth sniping. I think somebody's purchasing these, though. They're getting bought up. We're down to 58 now. We got one at 58. The number 200 is still at 65. Now we got a couple coming in at 60, 100, 140. Haven't seen any 2 digits drop yet. I need a sub 50 at around 100 or less. Is that number 420 for 150? I kind of like it. I like sniping the 420 serial numbers and flipping them, but 150 is a little too much for me. That's like 3 times the floor right now, so I can't do it. Can't do it. All right, let's keep our eye on the market for a minute. Eric says the app is dead. See, we got all the bears in here. The bears like to watch my channel. The problem is, for some people, that there's more bears than bulls at this point. Are there more bears than bulls? Or am I crazy to say that? I think there might be more bears than bulls at this point. Maybe it's like equal, 50-50. I don't know. I've been pretty bullish about the info that Cavell's putting out, though. I feel like Cavell's kind of switched his script on VeVe. Once they blocked him at first. They blocked him on Twitter, Cavell Anderson, and he put out a couple videos. He was very upset about that. Know how you feel, bro. But then they unblocked him, which made him feel like, and he said, and he's probably right, that somebody above, whoever's running the VeVe official account, gave them the order to unblock Cavell, so that made him feel like, oh, they really do like me. So now he's putting out a bunch of bullish info on VeVe. So I don't know how much I can take that to heart. I feel like he's a little biased now. All right, here's the first secret rare. It's at 47. Here's Olaf. Olaf's at 23, so it's doing better than I expected at this point. This is the second secret rare, the one that I expected to do the best. Let me see what the highest serial number is. 613. So if you see 613, grab it. I'm going to keep my eye on this one for a minute. Maybe 613 will pop up at floor price. You always get a good flip on that last serial number if you can grab it at floor price. How good is that Apple Vision Pro going to be? 10x better than the Oculus Quest 3? Is it has it dropped yet, the Apple Vision Pro? See, I'm a big Oculus fan. We got the Oculus 1, we got the Oculus 2. I haven't bought the Oculus 3 yet, but I've been seeing some videos on YouTube about people using it. I saw where one guy wore his Oculus Quest 3 into an actual coffee shop, and you can actually see the person and order, but then he also has like a digital menu up there at the same time. He could be watching a YouTube video while he's doing this. So I do like the idea of the mixed reality, where it's like augmented reality and also virtual reality at the same time. But what I would like to be able to do, and I'm assuming you're going to be able to, is to go into my VeVeverse home with virtual reality, with the Oculus Quest or with the Apple Vision Pro. If you can do that, then that's going to add a little bit of interactivity to the VeVeverse. If it's all just something you do on your PC or your iPad or whatever, that's not as exciting. Eternal Winter is at 15 gems right now. So at this point, all the prices are a bit higher than I expected, probably because only about 10% of these sold. Alright, so I do want to start a poll before I end the stream. I'll do a little bit more sniping and keep an eye on the prices, but I do want to poll to see if you guys are going for tomorrow's drop. At first it sounded really cool because the Ronin guy looks really cool. Hawkeye, everybody knows who Hawkeye is. I don't know who the girl is. But the fact that you have to craft to purchase, and there's nothing getting burned, makes me not so excited about tomorrow's drop. You're going for tomorrow's Hawkeye Ronin drop. I'll probably be live streaming that drop. I know Braylon, my kid, is having a couple of his friends over, so unless they keep me up all night, then I'll probably go for it. I'll probably stream it. Oh, I don't know if I'll go for it, but I'll probably stream it. I was going to go for it at first until I heard about craft to purchase, and now I'm like, not so excited. There's that number 200. I'm glad I didn't buy it because Tombo is now trying to sell it at a loss. It's a little bit higher than what he purchased it for, but with the seller fee, he's actually losing gems on that. And it's still not selling for 51 gems. I almost tried to buy it. Glad I didn't. Hopefully Tombo's not in here and I didn't talk him into buying it. If so, I'm sorry, Tombo. That's on me. I didn't buy it. I was saying that maybe it's a good buy. I said maybe. Tucson says, you really don't know this? AR is all about walking around in the real world. Yeah, but who's really going to be walking around in the real world with their Apple Vision Pro or their Oculus 3 goggles on? I mean, me personally, and I'm a big fan of Oculus Quest, if I was driving around and I saw some adult, anybody walking on the sidewalk and he had the Oculus 3s on, I'd probably laugh. I'd probably laugh at that guy. Are we going to get to a point where everybody's wearing those? I don't know. It'd be a little strange. Like if you're in a store and some guy walks up next to you and he's got the Oculus Quest 3 on. I don't know. I'm going to think that guy's a little strange. What's up, Woody? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Not snuff people buying. Be careful buying. Yeah, I'm being very careful. The whole world is about to become a Pokemon Go game. I wish. That's the Ready Player One vision. That's what we're going for. That's what we're hoping for. But it's taken a long time to get people into it. Scar says, I'm very down to walk around with AR. I mean, I probably would, but I just feel like everybody would be laughing at me. I mean, not that I care. I'm afraid I would, like, trip over something. I guess you can see everything just as well, right? Because they have pass-through on Oculus Quest 2 already. I use pass-through a little bit. Like, when I play poker, I can set it up to where I have got the poker table right in front of me, but everything else is pass-through, so I can, like, see my TV, I can see what my kid's doing, but I'm still playing poker in VR. So I can see the vision. It's going to be hard to get the mass to be able to see that vision, though. What's up, Big A? Says, I think instructions say you can also buy Hawkeye and other one on the market. Yeah, they do. That's true. But Hawkeye is the one that is the least scarce, so I would most likely buy the Kate Hudson. I know it's not Kate Hudson, but now I'm going to call her that every time. I would buy the Kate Hudson on the drop, and then the Hawkeye in the secondary market, and then use those to craft to purchase, pay another 50 gems to get Ronin. 600 total editions of Ronin, 510 available to the public. So I don't necessarily know that that's going to be a profitable move to make, though. Number 200's down to below what he paid for it. Ouch. I mean, it's a decent serial number, too. I almost bought it myself. Glad I didn't. Tucson says it depends on where you are, a junior high or a nursing home, regarding who will be wearing the headsets. Again, you are comparing an old Oculus product to something that might be 10 times, might be 10 times better. You don't know this. It might be 10 times worse. Now, I'm sure the Apple Vision Pro is going to be cool. For sure. I just don't see people walking around the world, walking around the streets with a headset on. I just can't see it. I can't picture it. They need to make them to where at some point they look like glasses. Which I've seen demos of that's where they're headed. That's where they want to be headed. Is to where they look like you're just wearing some glasses. And in that case, yeah. That'd be decent. That'd be alright. I mean, those things are actually heavy. If you're sitting there, and sometimes I'll watch a Netflix movie with my Oculus Quest. I mean, after a while, it starts to hurt your neck. Maybe I'm just old, but it starts to hurt your neck. They're kind of heavy. I don't know how heavy the Apple Vision Pro is going to be. But they're a little bit cumbersome. Alright, Olaf Summers at 19 gems. Everybody loves Olaf, so I'm sure Olaf's going to do a little bit better than the other ultra rare. You got the other secret rare, the first secret rare, the one that looks pretty plain to me. That one's doing just about as well as Elsa's Ice Palace. We got Anna and Prince Hans at 1475. Then it goes straight to 16 gems. Oh, now it's down to 13. So it's dropping a little bit. Rewind 2001, stacking them up for some reason. And then your rare, there's only one rare today. Why is the rare outselling the ultra rares? I mean, it is cool looking. That castle is no joke. Yeah, I can see why that does better, because you could blow that up in your showroom and just have a big giant castle on the background. That'd be pretty dope, not gonna lie. Alright, we lost them all. This is the one I've been keeping my eye on. Still sitting at 46 gems. Then it goes straight to 48 and then 50 gems. Alright, let's see how people are what people are thinking on tomorrow's drop. It looks like 63% of the people are not going for tomorrow's Hawkeye Ronin drop. 21% say yes. 16% say not sure yet. I'll be going live for it most likely, and we'll be talking about the mechanic to use to get Ronin. And then, of course, we'll be keeping our eye on the market after the drop and deciding if it's worth picking up in the secondary market. My guess is that Ronin's going to be going less than 150 in the secondary market, so your best play if you want one would probably be able to buy it in the secondary market. And as I mentioned before, Dan Crawlers is teasing that when you get these IP licensed worlds in the VeVe-verse, that you might have to have a secret rare to get into that world. So I think that's going to make secret rare prices go up. We got so many secret rares on the app now. So I mean, like if it's a Disney world and you have to have a secret rare to get in it, which secret rare? There's lots of Disney secret rares. Do you only just have to have one of any secret rare? Because there's secret rare posters that are selling for like less than 30 gems. So I'm wondering if people are going to start stacking those secret rares in anticipation for that utility. I just feel like it's far off. You can see last year this was the rollout timing that they gave us, and we don't even have phase 1 yet, and we're going into Q1 2024 pretty soon. However, we're getting there. They say they're going to be letting a lot more people into the VeVe-verse soon, so we're getting there. Alright guys, I don't think I'm going to be buying any posters today. I didn't see any good serial numbers pop up, so I didn't get to snipe anything. I'm still trying to sell my number 43 jetpack, so I'm going to be a little bit picky about what I pick off the market. And at this point, I'm probably not buying any, so I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. Gotta clean my house before my kids' friends come over. But I do plan on going live for tomorrow's drop. So if you guys are hanging out and you plan on checking out that drop, even if you're not going for it and you just want to hang out and see what I do, or see what the prices look like, see what the price predictions look like, you want to buy BE's number 70 jetpack, any of those things, then come hang out with me tomorrow. I'll be live. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss my live streams. You never know when I'm going to go live and when I'm not. I've been talking to Dr. Strange about possibly doing some more Strange Vault streams, but you won't know if I'm live if you don't have those notifications turned on. So hit the notification. Thanks for hanging out with me for this drop, y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Later.